Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to cover the two major parts as condition and the loops. So these are important one whenever we are implementing some logic, like if there are multiple records that we want to process based on some of the conditions, and if you want to match some of the values from that with some variable or any runtime logic. So there we have to use this kind of conditions and the loops where we want to continue or the break the loop. So we will be exploring these two activities using the using some of the examples. So in the if condition we have like we have three different commands as like if, else, and else if. And in the loop we have the continue and the break command. So in the detail, we will see in the bot. So let's move on to the code. So let's disable this. Okay, and if I want to create the new code or so this is all disabled code. So I will just put it in the step, all this code, and I can label this as disabled code so that I can understand what is the data or what is the code inside this step. Now I want to go to the next line number 17 and implement some logic. So what I will do instead of navigating over there, I will just simply I can say collapse this particular step, and now I can add my code below this. So let's add some comment. If commands, if command. So that I can understand I have implemented the logic. So if you consider over here under the if we have if, so this will be checking if the particular condition that you set is true or false, this one. And under this one we have different options as based on the application, if it is running or not, then boolean, its value true or false. Then for data table we have different options, then date time condition. Then for dictionary variables, we can check the key and the single value. Then for DLL also, if the session exists or not. Then for the file, like file date, if it exists, or we have to check if the extension of the file is particular, like PDF, Excel, XLSX. So we can check that, and based on we can take the decision. Same goes for the folder if it exists or not. Then for image recognition, we have different options. Then for JavaScript, if it is run successful or not. Then some legacy automation. Then for the list variable. Then for number condition, if it's a greater, smaller. Then for the ping. Then for recorder, if object exists or not. So based on that condition, we can take decision. If any service, we want to check if it's running or not. Then for string condition, then for the task bot is successful or not. Then for the VB script, successful or not. And last one is for Windows, if that particular window exists or not, or window title. So everything we can check. So currently we will take one example as, let's say, number condition. Okay, so let's take the source value as a, let's say, 10, and if it's a, the operator is, we can say here, if it's a greater than or less than, okay, greater than, and the target value. Okay, so what we will do the one one input. Okay, let's take one input from the user before that number condition. Let's say enter the number. Okay, so we will keep the prompt message as enter the number, and here we will put it as a input. So it's a prompt window caption, and here we are assigning that particular value. So that is by default string. So no problem, we can convert that to number. Let's say str input number. Now what I will do, uh, inside the if condition, I will pass that particular str input number over here, target value, pstr, sorry, str input number. Now I need to convert that to number as it's a string, dot to number. Now this condition will be checked, that the prompt value that we have entered in the runtime, if that, okay, uh, so I will enter that here, and target value I will keep it as a fix 10. So whether the entered value is greater than 10 or not, and I will put one message box inside the if condition, that I will copy this variable, the entered number, that variable. Now as it is in the string, so I will keep that as it is. The entered number is greater than 10. So let's save it and run this. Now the message box inside the if condition will be executed only if the number that you have entered is greater than 10. So here we have to enter the number. Let's say I will enter as 9. So it will check the condition and it will not go inside this. Okay. Okay, let's run it one more time. Now let's say enter any number, let's say 25. Okay, now you can see the message box is displayed as the entered number. So here I have passed the variable str input number. So that is 25 is greater than 10. So this is what the condition is true, and it has displayed the message box inside if condition. Now what I want to do, I want to check one more condition as if the particular number is less than 10. So I will just see. Now I will use this condition else if. So this will be the alternate condition if the previous condition is false. So I will check here. Again, I will take number condition, str, input number, again dot to number. Now I will check it as if it's a less than 10. And I will put one message box over here. The entered amount is less than 10. Now let's run this. Now I will enter it as 7 as it. Now this will be the less than 10. Now initially it will check for the line number 19 as if it's a greater than 10, else it will go with the line number 21 to check another condition if it is less than 10. Now you can see the message box is printed at line number 22, which is entered number. The variable is dynamic. It's a 7 that we have entered is less than 10. So this is how the else if works. And if both the conditions are not true, then we can use the else. And we can put the message box. Let's say invalid number. Okay, now let's run the bot again. Now we have put the condition as a greater than 10 and less than 10, but we have not put it as a less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So let's enter the value as 10 now. Now it will, now the both the conditions will not be satisfied, and it will go to the line number 23 else, and then line number 24 as invalid number, because it is not satisfying both the conditions at line number 19 and 21. You can see if it is neither greater than 10 nor less than 10. So this is how the if, and else works. So this is the first part of the video. Now we will see the concept of loops. So this is what we are running the bots multiple times manually. But if you want to perform the same operation number of times, then we can go with the loops. So you can see under loop we have the continue and the break. So after prompt, we will okay, before prompt only we will put one loop over here, and in this one loop we have the iterator as like n times. So here we can mention how many times you want to run the loop, like 10 times, 2 times, 5 times, or we have different options, like for each row in CSV or text file. Then we have data table. So like for each row in data table, we can run the loop. Then for database also, for each row in SQL query. Then for each key value pair in the dictionary variable, we can run that. Even we can connect to the email server and read the emails one by one and perform the operation. Then for Excel Advanced, for each row in worksheet, same goes for Excel Basic. Then for file, folder, list. workload or XML. So in this way, we can go with the all iterators. So for the Excel basic advanced, so we will go whenever we are covering the Excel package. So currently we will go with the iterator for n times, and let's keep it as 3 times. And all the code between below this, so I will put it inside the loop condition. So what it will do, if you click on the loop, so you can see uh, all the all the line of code inside the loop condition will be executed 3 times. But what I want to do is I want to break this particular loop if the number is greater than 10. Then if this particular condition is match, then I don't want to run the loop 3 times. I want to break that. So I will add the loop break over here. And suppose if the number is less than 10, I want to continue the loop for one more time. That means the continue, it will terminate the current iteration and it will continue to the next iteration. And for else, we will keep it as it is. If the number is invalid, so it will again ask for the user to enter the prompt. So let's run the bot. Now let's see the first condition. If the number is greater than 10, so let's put it as 12. Now the message box is displayed at line number 21 before the loop, as the entered number 12 is greater than 10. So it will close, message box is closed, the loop is break, and the bot execution is stopped, and it is completed successfully. Even though we have kept the loop as 3 times, the bot has not executed the loop for the 3 times because this particular condition is satisfied, and after that we have put it as a loop break. So it will break the iteration of the loop, and outside of the loop, if there is anything, it will be executed, else it will complete the execution. This is for the loop break. Now let's validate this condition. If the input number is less than 10, so it will print the message box and it will ask, or it will continue the loop. So let's run the bot. So let's enter as 9 less than 10. The message box, it is coming from line number 24. The entered number is 9 is less than 10. And what is the condition after this? Line number 25 is continue. So the bot will not execute further statement, and it will continue again the loop for the next iteration. So it will ask for the another again prompt for line number 19. Now again I will enter as input 6. Again it is less than 10. So it will again continue the loop, and now I will enter as 10. Now it will go to the invalid number, and now as it's a third iteration, the bot will complete. So this is how the loop condition will work, like continue and the break. Okay, so this is all about the loop and the if conditions that we have covered in this video. So if, else, and else if, it will be checked to validate the conditions if they are like true or correct or not, and the loop will be executed to run the iteration multiple times, whether we want to continue if the particular condition is achieved, or if you want to break for that particular condition. Okay, so this is all about for this video for the condition and loops. Thank you.